ho ho and happy holidays! In a shocking turn of events, all of your favorite streaming services are dumping a bunch of new shows and movies this holiday season for you to throw on instead of arguing with your family. And there's also some Oscar fodder sprinkled in there ahead of awards season. Here is some of what's new to streaming for December 2022. Check out my train. On the 9th, Dragon Age fans who are checking their watches waiting for that dang Dreadwolf to rise can kill some time with Dragon Age Absolution, a new original animated series set in the universe of BioWare's beloved fantasy RPG. If those characters are too authentic and believable and you'd like to watch someone much more wooden, well, wouldn't you know it, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio movie drops that very same day and will likely be a lot darker than the Disney Plus remake from earlier this year, though probably not as accidentally weird. Maybe just weird on purpose. If you're in the market for a hedgehog with free 2-day shipping, Sonic Prime premieres on the 15th, and it'll see Sega's spiky spokesman tackling the multiverse at high speed to deliver all qualifying orders over $25 for free. On the 23rd, you can stream Glass Onion, the follow-up to Rian Johnson's delightful whodunit Knives Out. This has Daniel Craig returning as Detective Benoit to solve yet another mystery for rich people, and this time the star-studded list of suspects includes Dave Bautista, Kate Hudson, Ed Norton, Kathryn Hahn, and a bunch more, which should make for a lot of fun. If one series based in the world of a popular fantasy video game wasn't enough, Netflix's Witcher universe grows a little bit larger with Blood Origin on the 25th. And yes, I know the Netflix Witcher is technically different from the video games, but give me a break. Anyway, this one stars Michelle Yeoh and takes place 1,000 years before the events of the regular series. So between this, The Rings of Power, and House of the Dragon, it sure has been a big year for epic fantasy streaming shows that are prequels so far removed from the other entries they might as well be new properties entirely. But hey, who wants new stuff? On the 29th, the apocalyptic black comedy White Noise reunites Adam Driver with Marriage Story director Noah Baumbach, whose real-world wife Greta Gerwig also stars, and this will actually be the director's first feature film based on existing source material, as it's adapting a 1985 novel of the same name. If Glass Onion left you hankering for more mysteries and detectives with French-sounding names, Prime Video original series Three Pines adapts the Chief Inspector Gamache novels with Alfred Molina as the main sleuth. You probably know Molina as Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2, but did you realize he's also the guy who gets covered in tarantulas and then tries to rip off Indy at the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark? I have seen both of those movies dozens of times, and I didn't learn that or figure it out until like last year. Anyway, he's a detective now. Will he fight spiders in some capacity? You'll have to tune in to find out. On the 16th, the folk horror Nanny premieres, and this is one of those movies I'm trying to go into as cold as possible, but it's getting great reviews, and it took home the grand prize at Cannes Film Festival this year, so could be one of those elevated horror movies that gets a lot of buzz. If that sounds too foo-foo and pretentious and you need something with helicopters and special ops dudes rappelling out of said helicopters, well, Jack Ryan returns for season 3 on the 30th, sending Jim from The Office on all sorts of new tactical adventures inspired by the hit Tom Clancy Airport Dad novels. On the 14th, the Disney Plus original series National Treasure Edge of History kicks off, continuing where the two Nicolas Cage movies left off, but Nicolas Cage has been left behind. And really, can you even call it National Treasure if it doesn't star Nicolas Cage, who is in fact a national treasure himself? Well, can ya? Anyway, also on Disney Plus are more new episodes of those original series based on other beloved movies like The Santa Claus and Willow that you own on VHS at some point. What totally improbable movie from over 15 years ago needs its own show next? Sound off in the comments below. I want to see a Man of the House show. Get Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Chevy Chase to fight each other as adult men. What could go wrong? Hey, remember that movie The Binge, which was like The Purge, but instead of a horror movie about everybody doing crimes, it was a comedy about everybody getting f***ed up? Well, it's getting a sequel with The Binge 2. It's a wonderful binge, and this time around, Christmas Eve is the one day a year when all substances are now legal. Sure, why not? On the 5th, His Dark Materials will return for season 3, which will be its last. And really, good on them. 3 books, 3 seasons, call it a day. Not, I don't know, a 5-book series with no conclusion, getting turned into 8 seasons that go completely off the rails because the 6th book never came out. Not gonna name any names, but you know what I'm talking about. The Brendan Fraser-sance is in full swings thanks to his upcoming film The Whale, but Doom Patrol fans were heralding the Encino Man's return long before that, and he's back for season 4 of the offbeat DC series, which kicks off on the 8th. In other Brendan news, on the 13th, the Banshees of Inisherin unites Brendan Knuckles McGinty Gleeson with his In Bruges cohorts Colin Farrell and director Martin McDonagh, and this is sitting at 97% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, making it the second best received Brendan Gleeson movie since Paddington 2, which is a very good movie, and I will talk about it at any excuse that I can. And I was doing that before they talked about it in that Nicolas Cage movie.
Paddington 2 is incredible.
I f***ing told you.
If you feel the need for speed but not strongly enough to get yourself to a movie theater in the last 7 months, well, strap in because Top Gun Maverick finally hits Paramount Plus after squeezing every possible dime out of moviegoers during its absurdly lucrative theatrical run. And as somebody who finds both fighter jets and Jennifer Connelly extremely attractive, I'm ashamed to say that I still haven't even seen this one, so I guess I don't have the need for speed. In fact, I barely even have a taste for haste. Over on Peacock, The Best Man, The Final Chapters expands the two-movie cinematic universe that got its start in 1999 and has only had one sequel since, so it's basically like the Avatar of ensemble romance films. And the 10-episode series will see all of the principal cast members reprising their original roles, so that should be a big, warm and fuzzy reunion. Imagine that, a streaming series based on a pair of beloved films that actually bothers to keep the original stars involved. Sounds like a real treasure if you ask me. And there you have it, a bunch of stuff that's coming out this month for you to watch while you're eating an entire gingerbread house by yourself, or riding out an eggnog hangover, maybe working on a new one, or just lapsing in and out of consciousness because you're on vacation, or because you're at your parents' house and they have the heat turned on weirdly high. Whatever you're doing, from everybody here at IGN, we hope you are having a safe and happy holiday season and can get some time to relax. A big, huge, sappy, warm and fuzzy thank you for watching our videos over the course of the last year. Let us know in the comments what you're watching this month. We will be back in January, probably a couple days late and almost definitely a few pounds heavier. We love you very much. Happy holidays and cheers. And look at my train.